go, 5 lights, and away we go. Edge on pole position. Off they go, and I see he's got a decent start there. Edge got a very good one. He's clear into turn 1. Into 3rd place by the looks of it goes Silver.
Oh, and there's a car off! It stopped Thomas into the wall. He lost a bit of his front wing.
There's all sorts of fun and games going on into the fast chicane there. Rev, oh, and Ocean Chief get together, and off goes Ocean into the wall. So Edge,
He's getting into the nose.
about a half a second ahead of Sergio. Sergio's running a little bit wide, hitting the wall on the inside. That was a big impact. I'm not sure whether it got any of the front wing. It looked like he might have been alright. Very close now. Copy having to go to the outside of Bants as they run through turn 8 absolutely side by side. And I think he might just have this sort of side by side on the exit. Going to be side by side, I think, all the way up towards the far chicane. Who's going to blink here? Bants on the outside, Copy on the inside. Bants. Alright, hello everyone. It's time for some 2SRL. It's Terra here, bringing you this by myself at about, I don't know, 10-15% level of consciousness right now. After finishing off the Le Mans 24 hours earlier today. So we'll see how this one is. We'll have some fun. It's not going to be a super high energy commentary, but we'll have some fun. And we will watch what should be a good 2SRL race. We've got lots of people on the left. As you can see, we've got 14 starters for this one. A dry qualifying session at the very least. So 2 races to go in the championship. I should probably bring up the championship table, shouldn't I, thinking about it? I'm not going to be able to bring it up on screen, but I should at least be aware of what the championship situation is. We see drivers selecting their tyres. Lots of people going for mediums. Hugo's leading the championship by 29 points, so he can clinch today over Nick. Just behind as well is Bants on 180. So the situation is Hugo's 211, Nick 182, Bants 180. So Hugo's, if he wins the race, he wins the championship. If he finishes ahead of both Nick and Bants, he wins the championship and a whole other raft of permutations as well. And we see Tipsy on an outlap. Strategy's an interesting one here. 2-stop is probably not competitive. Super soft to medium looks like the thing to do. And a dry race, says Mr. Ocean Chief. So thank you for the weather report. So no rain today. Hello to Ocean's mum as well. Here's Tipsy about to start his lap. We got a Renault, I think, a bit further up. Hugo's on medium sized. Let's try and find someone who's on super softs. Clara's on super softs, about to start the lap. Here we go. Although this isn't ideal timing for Clara, because he's right up behind Danny here, who's also starting his lap. Maybe he just wanted the cheeky slipstream. That's always possible. Bit of a moment there from Clara, not too bad though. Danny on the soft tyres, Clara on the super softs. And Clara should in theory be faster, although of course he's not going to be able to pass Danny. people out. Only Slash LP not out on track right now. Danny's going to cross the line. He goes fastest on a 28.8. Clara goes second on a 29.4. And Miloš Martika crossing the line on a 29.3. Hugo's on a 29.0 on the mediums. It's a fast lap from Hugo's. Tipsy also crossing the line on the mediums. 29.9 from him. Miloš, who did manage to beat all of the GTEs in the Le Mans 24-hour race, as Bants goes fastest on a 27.9. Dunlop goes Bants. Who else is on a lap? Icewind, I think, just crossed the line. That's not a particularly fast lap from him, though. I think he slowed it right down and he's going to have another go here on these super soft tyres. Icewind had very good pace yesterday in the SLR race. So we'll see if he can replicate that here. What has happened to Noel? I bet he has died at 130R. Let's see if we can we see Noel's car? Can't see Noel's car anywhere. Maybe it wasn't at 130R then. I bet he died somewhere though, so he'll be starting from the back. Chief pit. Nick, I think, just crossed the line. Yep, he did. Did a 28.0. So Jeremy as well going second on a 28.0 of his own within a tenth of Bants, which is a fast lap from Jeremy. He'll be pretty pleased with that, I would have thought. Three drivers up front. Very similar lap times, but Nick is the only one of those drivers who is on the soft tyre, so he'll have the advantage for the race. Silver in chat. How's it going, Silver? Welcome to the stream. Really know why I'm watching Nick on an in-lap. Jeremy, I think, is on an in-lap as well. Most of the grid actually is on an in-lap here. Maybe Jesse isn't, although he's on medium, so this isn't a serious qualifying attempt. Slash LP with a fast lap. 27.9 from him, so good stuff from Slash. Just slightly faster than Bants, half a tenth or thereabouts. Mr. Kitsune in chat. How's it going, Kitsune? In chat to support her doting husband, Mr. TipsyBob. There he is. Who is on a lap? Mr. Miloš Martika is about to start his lap, so let's follow on board with Kirst then. In the Williams, he's going to go for his second attempt. He decides to drive off the track on the start-finish straight. That's an interesting tactic. To turn to a little bit of an early apex there. Got a good exit though. Not Not really an apex for the next left-hander, but it's been neat and tidy since then. We'll get it turned in there and a little bit wide as well. It'll compromise his run through Dunlop. Yeah, the track is the grey stuff, Milosh. You want to keep it on the grey stuff. The green stuff. It might look shiny, it might look a different colour, a more attractive colour, but it's not fast, I assure you. So he's invalidated his lap. No, bad luck. Yeah, the no assist null is back. Keyboard null has gone away, and no assist null is back. The Chad null, but unfortunately crashing out of the qualifying session. Yep, that is indeed the line. And yeah, lots of tired drivers. Tired commentator as well. Daniko down the back straight. And Tipsy with a fast lap. That's a very good lap from Tipsy. 27.8 on the super soft tyre. So McLaren's first and third at the moment. Red Bull's second and fourth, Slash and Jeremy, as Bants goes fastest of all on a 27.6 as well. Daniko did finish that lap. It was a pretty good lap, 27.9 from him, but McLaren's 1-2 at the moment. Yeah, no Super Saiyan Thimo, I'm afraid. He's, I don't exactly know what he's doing, but it ain't this, unfortunately. And there's the pace that Icewind showed yesterday. 27.646, he goes fastest. 7 minutes of the session to go. I love that the announcements in the, like, over the loudspeaker are actually in the language that of the country that you're in most of the time. You're Buzzo, Mehmet. Yeah, welcome to the stream. And sad to see you not racing today. We had a good battle last week in Hungary. It was fun. On the mediums. Again, not a particularly serious qualifying lap, I wouldn't have thought. Might just be race practice or something like that for him. So Clara is out of battery. I don't know if he's on a fast lap, but he's completely out of battery, so it's not going to be all that fast. You're at a wedding. Oh well. There's always next week. It's the last one next week. So Brazil. Clara crosses the line. Was that an improvement? I think that was an improvement. 28.1. So good stuff from Clara. Slash LP in the Red Bull. Good first run from Slash LP, got him in the 27s. We'll see what this one is like as he comes into the two Degners. Right on board with him for a little bit. Into the hairpin. Big stop. Locks the brake just a little bit. Oh, gets on the curb there. You don't want to do that. And that's why. Back end steps out if you do. Hey, Satoshi. Yeah, again, I mean, you want to stay on the grey stuff if you can. Slash LP spinning on the exit of spoon and then reversing into the wall. What is Slash doing? Come on, Slash. Slash, please. Sensibly waits for the McLaren to pass before rejoining the track. Oh no, Satoshi's pedals are dead. That's bad news. Jeremy through 130R. I think this is a fast lap from Jeremy, or I think this is a lap where he's trying to go fast. I'm not sure it's actually fast. Oh no, it's not, never mind. This is the start of Jeremy's fast lap. He's going to cross the line. Oh yeah, I saw you were doing the R Factor 2 Le Mans race. When is that, Satoshi? I think the real one's next week, so I think most places are having their online versions around now. iRacing usually do it the week before. Fanatec are expensive. They are good though. I've been watching Jeremy a while. Who can we watch? Ocean Chief, I think, is on a fast one. Yes, he is. Let's watch Ocean Chief. 2 minutes to go in his qualifying session. Bants goes fastest of all. We'll cut the camera to Bants just for a second because he has gone fastest. 27.2. I don't remember what a good lap is around here, but I'm pretty sure that is a good lap from Bants. So McLaren's first and third still. And the long right-hander goes Ocean Chief into Spoon. Did get it slowed down, didn't really hook it into the apex, so didn't carry a lot of speed through. Again, quite cautious there, lots of room on the apex. Danico goes P2. A good lap from Danico, he retires immediately. Here is Ocean Chief's Mercedes then, heading into the final chicane. And out of the final chicane goes Mr. Ocean Chief. And across the line he goes P10, and he'll hope, I think, that somebody else improves. Maybe Milos Martika can improve on his last lap. Maybe he doesn't completely yeet this Degner 1. He gives it plenty of room this time and gets it slowed down nicely for the second one as well. Ooh, that's way too fast into the hairpin though. And some oversteer on exit as well, so Kirst, a little bit of a struggle. Ooh, that's not an apex, he runs wide, might have invalidated. And down the back straight. What else is happening in this qualifying session? Nick, I think is, well, it says outlap, I presume he started his hot lap by now. We're right at the end of the session, we'll cut to him in a second when we finish watching the generational talent himself as he decides to go curb hopping across the chicane. And then out of the final corner across the line. It was faster, but it was an invalid lap for, I assume, one of several reasons. Nick didn't manage to cross the line, so he's going to be starting at best 7th. Hugos is on a fast one here. spoon on those soft tyres. He does hit the apex, doesn't run too wide. Puts it into the second part as well. Got the power down nice and early. Looked pretty good. Plenty of revs down the back straight through 130R, nice and gentle. Brings it over to the left-hand side of the road. Best angle possible to attack the chicane. That was nice and aggressive. Out of the final corner. This is a fast lap from Hugo's on the soft tyre. Where did that put him? That was a very fast lap. 4th on the soft. So good stuff from Hugo's. Putting his car towards the front of the grid on the soft tyre. Putting himself in the best possible position to win this championship. He's a fake weeb, in the sense that he's actually Japanese. It's true. Hugo's 4th then, good stuff. Bants on pole. Icewind with a very good lap. Also qualifying on the front row for Williams. Danny 3rd in the Sauber. And Hugo's Tipsy, Jeremy, Clara, Slash. Nick starting down in 9th, he won't like that at all. And then Ocean Chief P10. So dry race, good to see. Definitely prefer the dry to the wet in F1 2018. Does it normally take this long? I feel like that took a long time. Anyway. Oh yeah, while we're on the formation lap. This is next Friday, isn't it? You should tune in for this.
One more.
June the 7th. Come and join us for that one. That is next Friday. So, no one's been disqualified on the formation lap yet. That's good to see. Let's watch Slash LP. He's usually good for an incident or two when you're running under safety car or on the formation lap. As Cursed gets disqualified, he hit Ocean Chief. Oh no. What is everyone doing? Oh, Tipsy and Jeremy inevitably making contact. And Noel as well towards the back. Oh, there we go. I told you Slash LP. I told you Slash LP was good for something. Selfless act from Slash LP, getting himself disqualified all in the name of providing us entertainment. Alright, here we go then. 5 lights. And away we go. Pretty good start from Bants. We know he starts well in F1 2018. Covers the inside from Icewind as they all go down towards the first corner. Everyone keeping it clean so far. Tipsy on the inside, getting the move on Clara, but Clara coming back at him around the outside of turn number 3, and Clara sending it into the wall. Oh no, Clara. Just getting a little bit too excited. He was on the outside of Tipsy and just ran out of road, and into the wall he went. R.I.P. Clara. Jesse as well having an incident towards the back there. Pretty good start up front though. Hugo's got up to 3rd and Tipsy got up to 5th, so it was generally a good start. Oh, as Danny almost runs into the back there of Hugo's. Around lap 1 they go. We have Milos Martika all the way up in 8th place. What innovative way is he going to throw that 8th place away? Front though, clean start from everyone. Hugo's on those softs. Maybe not quite as fast at the moment as the super softs, but he's able to keep up anyway. Really hoping it still wouldn't be that camera. Can't see anything from that camera. But still, oh, there's Milos deciding the outside of the track is where the grip is. Unfortunately, he is mistaken, as Jesse gets himself a 5-second pit lane speeding penalty. A little further up. Hugo's putting a little bit of pressure now on Icewind for 2nd. Just getting it a little bit wrong on the entry to the hairpin there, losing a little bit of time. So there go the top 5. Tipsy keeping up as well. Jeremy a little bit behind him. /LP trying to get onto the back of Kirst in the Williams. Oh, what happened to Hugo's? What happened to Hugo's? Oh no, Hugo's. He died in 130R, did he? Was he side by side with Danny? Was that what happened? I don't know. Does he have his front wing? That's the question. It looks like he's okay. But Hugo's, and that could be the championship for Hugo's. That is not what he will have wanted. Needs to finish ahead of both Nick and also Bants. And Bants at the moment is leading this race. Hugo's stuck behind Ocean Chief, down in 9th place. A little bit further up, Hugo's all over the back of Ocean Chief as they go through Dunlop. Not able to make a move though. I don't know if he's got all of his front wing. It looks like he might have. Oh, as Veldmenica retires. Don't know why. Maybe Dunlop? Not sure. Okay, so Hugo's really struggling to get past. This is the train for 3rd, 4th, 5th. All very close together. Icewind and Bants both pulling away from this little group. It's Danny, Tipsy and Jeremy as they head into the chicane. Tipsy will certainly have gotten a warning for that as Jeremy gets alongside down the main straight. He'll have DRS. They both have DRS, in fact. So no great advantage. And Jeremy backing out of it very sensibly before turn 1. That's a mistake from Danny, though. Gets all the way to the outside, and Jeremy has to bail out of that. But Tipsy is through. Tipsy up to 3rd. after that mistake. Catching this group as well, Nick and Kirst both on the soft tyres. Kirst gets himself 3 seconds. So down the back straight, Jeremy following Danny very closely. Another group behind /LP, again trying to put pressure on Kirst. Through Spoon onto the back straight. Didn't get the best run Slash there. Again then, the issue for Slash is that Kirst also has DRS as Nick gets the move done on Jeremy. Further back, Slash has to back out of it. Kirst running a little bit wide, but getting away with it. Oh, and then making a mistake again in the S's. No way past for Slash though. This will be frustrating for him. Being held up now behind Kirst. Will the F2 League be streamed? I think so, yeah. I think the plan is to have the Tier 2 become the F2 League. I'm not sure, though. I have to ask Ocean Chief, but I think there's a pretty strong possibility of it being streamed. Slash still all over the back of Kirst. Tell you what though, a bit further up the grid. Slash getting it very sideways out of there. Further up the grid, Tipsy is having a storming race. He is only 2 seconds behind Icewind in 3rd place. Right now, he's I think pulling away as well from Danny behind him. So Tipsy having a very good race. Bants having to go defensive into turn 1 from Icewind just behind. Icewind showing really good pace in that Williams. I missed who that was a penalty for. I think it might have been Slash though. Slash trying everything he can to get past Milos Martika, but Milos will not be so easily overtaken. Hugos is behind. No assist Noel in the Ferrari. Noel in the points at the moment. Possibly not for much longer though. As Jesse... Oh, he retired a while ago. I didn't see how he retired. But unfortunately he is out of the race. Really difficult to overtake around here. If the car in front doesn't make a mistake. Noel is doing a grand job on those super soft tyres of not making a mistake, not allowing Hugos to get past, but I think he might be getting past here as Icewind pits from what was second. And Jeremy also pits. He was trying everything he possibly can to get past Noel here. He's going to have DRS this time, so probably down the straight he will be past. The two of them are just ahead of Icewind, which is bad news for Icewind. He will have wanted clear air to try and undercut Bants. Hugos does get the move done. A bit further up though, here's Danny in 3rd place, being hunted down by Nick and by Kirst as well. Kirst in the top 5 at the moment of a 2 SRL race. Struggling to stay too far ahead of Nick. Can Nick get the run out here? He's got the better tyres now as Danny goes into the wall. Oh no, Danny. Those tyres were screaming for help. And is he going to be able to do a 17-point turn as he drives into the... Oh no. Oh, Danny. Oh no, Danny. I don't even want to keep the camera on this because it's always just so embarrassing. Oh, and he just about doesn't... Oh, there we go. Danny has made a pretty big error there, unfortunately, and he was having a very good race. He now is going to be struggling. Bants pits from the lead onto mediums then. Where is Icewind? That is the question. He is coming down the main straight, side by side with Noel, and I think Bants is going to stay ahead here. So Icewind on the soft, Bants on the mediums as Icewind might be losing that place again to Noel after making a complete hash of turns 1 and 2, and now he's got it all to do again. You see the frustration. Unfortunately, it was his own mistake, and he's still behind Bants, and Bants is on the medium tyres. The leader of this race right now is Mr. TipsyBob on the super soft tyres. Here he is, probably pitting in the next couple of laps. And yeah, there's every chance that Tipsy's going to get on the podium with this performance. He's got Nick's a little bit behind him, but not too far behind him. He's been trying everything he can. Tipsy does pit from the lead. And again, the issue for Icewind is that Noel is also going to have DRS here, and the 100-meter brake barrier, brake marker has gone. I think that was Hugo's crash. That was the end for that brake marker. There is Icewind trying to get anywhere near Noel, but he's just not able to, unfortunately. Noel is closing up on the back of Bants as well. Bants on the fresh medium tyres. Oh, another 3 second for Kirst. He can't afford these penalties, not when he's running so well. Up in second place at the moment. Albeit just on the fact that everyone's out of sync. Pit stops. He's going to have to stop fairly soon on those soft tyres. Here is Iceland. Now, what happened to Nick? Something happened to Nick. Did he spin? That's another thing with championship implications, and it also means that Miloš Martika leads the race. My goodness, it's P1, Miloš, P1. As he crosses the line. Capture this moment for posterity. Miloš Martika leading a 2SRL race for, I think, the first time ever. I'm reasonably confident in saying that. There's his teammate Icewind still labouring behind Noel after making that mistake. Oh, and doing exactly the same thing the next lap as well, and just about catching it. Oh, Icewind trying much too hard in that Williams and way overdriving. So up front, I didn't see whether Nick kept his front wing. It's possible that he did. Didn't see what incident he had exactly. Car looks like it's behaving, so he's not understeering too badly. He's going to have to pit soon, though. No, I didn't sleep at all, Revo. I hope I don't actually sound refreshed, because I'm definitely not. Still all over the back. No, going to the outside. Icewind sends one up the inside and makes it stick into the chicane. So good stuff from him. Nick pitting from second. Putting the medium tyres on. Hugo's now inherits that second place, but he's going to have to pit soon as well. Nick coming out behind Tipsy in the McLaren. So Tipsy in a pretty good position here. Jeremy, I think we'll have to pit twice. He's all over the back of Noel. Did Noel make a mistake on the last lap? He might have done. Or in the last corner. Trying everything he can, Jeremy, to get past that Ferrari, but there's just no way past through here. Just on traction, gets it through the Dunlop curve. Not the Dunlop chicane, that's the wrong track. Yeah, the top split stream, honestly, probably not that exciting, because no one crashes in top split. Noel's still on those tyres that he's been on since the start of the race. It seems a long time to take those super soft tyres. Might be trying to stretch them and then put on these softs, maybe? Don't know. There's Tipsy then on the inside of Noel in the Ferrari. Oh, Tipsy! That wasn't very friendly. That wasn't very friendly, was it? Noel sending one up the inside. Oh dear. And getting away with it for now, at least. Noel won't be very happy about that, though. Now still side by side, bit of wheel banging. And Noel gets the pass done again, so Noel, on a mission to annoy TipsyBob. They're still side by side, holding each other up so much. Noel putting his car in the right place through there, though, and keeping the position. As Icewind gets 3 seconds as well. Nick's on the back of this train as well now. Icewind is catching Bants, but he got those 3 seconds. He's on the better tyres for the time being, but will he have to pit again? Will they go to the end? Don't really know. And there they go through Spoon. All very close to each other. Nick making a small mistake there. Oh no! Putting his car in the middle of the road. Tipsy. Oh, trying to squeeze in there on the outside. That's not the best place, though. You don't really want to be on the outside. And now Nick alongside as well. Oh, and into the back of Noel goes Tipsy. And oh my gosh. Noel pits finally. But that was very costly, I think, for Tipsy. He got into a bit of a brawl there with Noel, and well, he might have come off best for the time being, but at what cost? Didn't see whether he lost any front wing. He might have done. Is the car understeering? It looks like it's understeering a little bit. Not too bad. If he has lost front wing, it's only a little bit. Meanwhile, leader of this race, this man right here, Milos Martika, with such a good performance so far. Gotten to half distance, he leads the race. he goes through 130R. We'll see when he pits. He might pit this lap. Meantime, here's the battle for 8th between Slash LP and Ocean Chief. Curse does pit from the lead. What's happening for 2nd place? Icewind is right on the back now of Mr. Bants. That's the fastest lap of the race as well. I don't think Bants is going to be able to defend this. He's to the inside, Icewind to the outside, and sweeps all the way around the outside. Oh, and a little bit of contact between the two of them. For the most part, it was clean, though. Icewind does get the move done. So Icewind now leads. Hugo's does the fastest lap. He's got a big recovery drive ahead of him, though. Through the right-hander. Both Red Bulls pitting. That's going to be bad news for one of them. Slash LP is who it was bad news for. Had to change his wing, though. Obviously ran into the back of somebody. So Icewind leads the race. Can he go to the end on those tyres, though? That's the question. I suspect he can't on the soft tyres. Have to take them 21 laps. That's a long time. And while Kirst has come out in 5th place. On the medium tyre. So Nick in a podium position at the moment. And I'm pretty sure, with things as they are, this means that Hugo's does not clinch the championship just yet. He is 29 points ahead, I think, either 28 or 29. Which means that I think both Bants and Nick will be in with a chance of winning the title in the final round. Tipsy's got Nick in front of him. That's the Ferrari you can see there. Here is Milos Martika. Two victories in one day for Milos. First of all, he won the GTE class at Le Mans. And now he was leading the race. He might not win the race, but he's a winner in our hearts. Being hunted down here by Hugo's, though. Down the back straight. Hugo wanting that 5th position. Icewind pulling away from Bants. Icewind's got the 3 seconds, though, of course, so remember that. A bit of a lock-up from both drivers there. Oh, not a good run from Hugo's, though. Looks like he's going to have to wait another lap. Turn 1 at Suzuka, of course, was the site of Milos Martika's greatest enduro moment, making the team he was fighting disqualify themselves with 2 laps to go to get 2nd place. And this time he's got Hugo's behind him. I don't know what you're talking about, Revo. Milos was in the GTE class, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he was actually in an LMP1. But, you know. Oh, it was a mistake from Milos. He's going to be in trouble now. Because he's got Hugo's alongside. Oh my goodness, these two Hugo's very sensibly decides that he doesn't particularly want to try and go around the outside. In 130, he's got him down the main straight though, no problem at all. Getting it up to Rich Mix. And through goes Hugo's into 5th place. Kirst all the way down to 6th, and he gets himself a penalty as well for going wide in turns 1 and 2. Yeah, no incident limit for the 24. You don't really get incident at Le Mans anyway. As Clara retires from P12, didn't see why. It's no points for Clara, unfortunately. Oh, yeah. The grey stuff is where you want to be, Milosh. The grey stuff. Up front, though. Is Icewind pitting again? That is the question. Tipsy gets 3 seconds. I think it's probably time for a penalty rundown. Let's do that. Icewind has 2 penalties, so he's got 6 seconds. Bants has no penalties. Nick has no penalties. Tipsy has 3 seconds of penalties. Hugo's has no penalties. Kirst, well, yeah, he's got 9 seconds. So Icewind did pit. And he's put another set of soft tyres on, so he's going to drop all the way down to 5th. So it looks like Bants is going to have a clear run to win this race at the moment. Kirst back into the top 5, but probably only temporarily. Tired boy. This boy is going to be tired as well. Hugo's chasing down TipsyBob into the hairpin in that Renault. He's on fresher tyres. Tipsy going to do his best to hang on to that podium spot. I don't think he's going to be able to though, because Hugo's showing very good pace in the second half of this race. Tipsy with the big draft snake. Hugos is not using his battery though. To the chicane he goes, trying to get the exit, and that probably will be good enough. So Tipsy, it was a gallant run on the podium from Mr. TipsyBob, but I think it's about to come to an end. Hugos passes him into turns 1 and 2 and takes that position very comfortably. So Hugo's back on the podium. All 3 championship contenders at the moment on the podium. Might be about to get worse for Tipsy as well, because he is being chased by Milosh. Milosh is very close to DRS range in that Williams. And Icewind as well is just behind in the other Williams, so he's going to have to do his best. He's going to have to park the bus against the buses that are chasing him down. Kirst with a little bit of a mistake there. He's got Icewind right on the back of him now. Might have to defend into the chicane. A little bit of a lift from Icewind there. See, a little bit nervous through there. Oh, almost running into the back of his teammate. You don't want to do that. Does Kirst have DRS? That is the question. Hugo does the fastest lap. He was hunting down Nick, but I don't think he's going to get him. Kirst does have DRS, but he's also got Icewind on his inside, and I think he's going to be passed here. Through he goes. This time he does get turns 1 and 2 right, so Icewind up into the top 5. And now he has Tipsy in his sights. Ocean Chief with a rare 3-second penalty. Don't often see him get them. There's 8 laps to go. If you can hang on 8 laps, Kitsune, see your man get himself some good points, I think, in this race. Bants is going to win it by the looks of things. Second, Hugo's third. Hugo's is, I think, catching Nick, but not quickly enough, I would suspect. So Tipsy now having to defend. Hugs the inside as they head into 130R. Icewind is going to try it around the outside. Tipsy does leave room this time, but again, nothing really doing there, and Tipsy outbreaks himself badly into the hairpin. Oh. Not really any room there, but I think he's going to be past no problem here. Icewind with the DRS. Get the extra power down the straight. And does take that 4th place. Heroes is on a charge, though. Does have a penalty, I think, and Nick doesn't. Or does he? I actually don't remember. I'm going to have to check again. No, he doesn't have a penalty. So that is a straight fight for 2nd place, as Kirst gets himself 3 more seconds. He's up to 12 now, unfortunately. So he's not actually in the fight here with Tipsy. I thought Icewind just drove off the track there, but I guess he just caught a little bit of grass. Oh, Milos just getting 2 wheels on the grass on entry there. You don't want to do that into Spoon. Kirst got a very good run. Tipsy hugging the inside, but I don't think it's going to help him too much. Kirst is, I think, easily going to go around the outside. He's ahead of him before they get to turn 1. And Kirst, on track at least, goes up to 5th. Tipsy just behind in 6th. Front, this is the other McLaren. And that Bants unfortunately couldn't quite win the Le Mans 24 Hours, but looks like he is going to win this race through the chicane. He'll have 5 laps to go when he crosses the line. Is 2nd, and Nick is actually being hunted down here by Hugo, so Hugo's doing his level best to close that gap. 5 laps to go, 2.5 seconds. Seems suddenly like it might be doable. Now I can confirm that Bants did in fact manage to enter the pit lane. Never before seen in 2S history. Bants managing to go a whole race without missing the pit lane. Good to see. Nobody's fighting on track at the moment, so we're just going to watch some cars go around. We're certainly going to watch Hugo's though, because he is closing very quickly on Nick in that Ferrari. He is absolutely flying. Oh, a little bit of a mistake though into Spoon. He's gained a second this lap as Hugo's. Nope, never mind, we do have a battle on track. It's Ocean Chief who is going to try his hardest to cling on to that 7th place, but he's got Jeremy all over the back of him on better tyres. Meanwhile, no assist Noel. Looking like he might get some points in this one. He's got Danny Coe for company behind. Danny Coe is very fast. He qualified very well, of course. Jeremy trying to get the power down. Has DRS, has overtake mode, has battery. Ocean Chief. Oh, Noel getting himself a stop and go penalty. Ocean Chief doesn't look like he used his battery there at all. He didn't have very much of it, which is why. So Jeremy up to 7th in the Red Bull. Meanwhile, Noel again, trying to hang it around the outside. Did manage to keep ahead of Danny. Good stuff from Noel. Defending very stoutly. Gap for second is now 1.4. Nick has managed to stop the bleeding just a little bit. He's still got plenty of work to do if he wants to keep Hugo's behind him. There he goes around the last corner onto the start-finish straight. 1.2 seconds is the gap. Icewind with the fastest lap of the race. He's closing on these guys as well. He does have a penalty though. Gap now almost 1 second. That was a poor run from Noel. He's going to be under threat here. Oh no, and into the wall goes Noel, out of the race. I think he just tried to squeeze, and Danny sends it into the wall as well. So both out of the race. /LP is the inheritor of 2 points by the looks of it. And Noel trying to block just a little bit too late, I think. And sending Danny into the wall. And out of the race go the both of them. Meanwhile, battle has been joined with 2 laps to go at the end of this one. Hugo's, I don't think, even if he passes Nick here, I don't think it wins him the championship. I'm not absolutely sure right now, and I'm not going to check the exact points total during this battle, but I think it means that there will still be a battle. That was a very good run from Hugo's there, though. Out of the final chicane, Nick going to have to go defensive into the first corner. He got a bit of a screen freeze there as well, which won't have helped him out. Going to try and go around the outside here. Hugo's swing it all the way around the outside. I think he's got the move done still side by side. And off goes Nick, and spinning. Oh no, more contact. And Nick loses that 3rd place in the Ferrari. And with it, he might have just lost any hope he had of getting that championship, of taking it down to the last race. Looks like he might have damage as well, not exactly sure. Ocean Chief gets himself 3 more seconds. Hugo's, though, second for now at least, and it looks like that's where he might finish in this race. So 9 drivers left. It's been a battle of attrition, this one. 14 started, 9 at the very most will finish. As we see Kirst having his best ever 2SRL race. He's not actually going to get a top 5, I don't think, because he's got too many penalties. He's going to fall behind at least TipsyBob and possibly even Jeremy as well. But still, he's going to get some really good points. Last lap then for Bants. Through the S's he goes. It's been a very good drive again. We've seen lots of very good drives in both SLR and in 2SRL from that Bants. This has been another one. To Spoon he goes for the last time in that McLaren. The gap, I think, between the two of them is going to be 23 points between Hugos and Bants. That crash, I think, knocked Nick out of championship contention, unfortunately for him. But it's been a very good performance from that Bants. He crosses the line and wins the Japanese Grand Prix in 2SRL, and he takes the championship, I believe, down to the wire as well. Hugo's finishing second. He's still in by far the best position for that championship. Icewind with a very, very good result, a podium for him, finishing third. Nick, after that late accident, unfortunately finishing fourth. Kirst finishing fifth on the road, but he drops behind Tipsy on penalties. So 6th place for Kirst, still his best ever result, and a fine drive. Jeremy crossing the line. He finishes 7th. Ocean Chief a bit further back in 8th, decides to drive into the wall. And Slash LP is going to be the last person to cross the line, running around at the back. Going to get himself 2 points for his trouble. Decides not to bother with the chicane. Crosses the line, finishes the race. Now I'm going to check the standings, with apologies for the black screen. And the gap between Hugos and Bants was 31 points, so it's now 24 points. So Hugos needs a single point in the final race to win the Season 5 2SRL Championship. There's confirmation of the results then. Only 9 cars finishing. A very good result for McLaren, I believe. Thinking about it as well, that puts McLaren to the top of the Constructors' Championship. They were 9 points behind Ferrari. Ferrari got 12. McLaren got 35. So, I think McLaren have a 14-point lead going into the final round. So there we go, that was your Japanese Grand Prix. And yeah, 12 seconds of penalties for Miloš. That is a lot of penalties, but still a really good drive. And a pretty well-deserved 6th place, I think, overall. Led the race for a while as well. Alright, there we go then. No interviews today, sorry folks. I'm much too tired. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. We have, of course, everything next week. We've got a set of Corsa next week as well. Yeah, we got a set of Corsa next week as well. No SLR, of course. That's finished. But we got 2 SRL finale and a set of Corsa on the Saturday afternoon. Join us for that. Until then, we'll see you next time.